All right. Well, hi, Lydia. I'm glad to be able to help give some feedback on your essay and hope that it's meaningful. And I always invite you to ask if you have questions or if you want me to give more specific feedback. But I think I remember reading this before too. I can't remember where, if it was in another something you've written before, because I can remember you talking about the loss of these individuals, and that's kind of your message, right? And here, let me just kind of get some of the technical stuff out first of all. So make sure you use MLA format. The font looks fine, but you want it double spaced, and you want your name, my name, the class, the date that it's due, all in that top upper left-hand corner. The title should be completely capitalized. So life, after, and loss should also be capitalized. So I'm just mentioning that so we can. So that's not a distraction. You just want that taken care of. So now what do you do with this essay? So I think it's great, right? Often we benefit from some of the most difficult moments in our lives, and I think this is an example of that, right? Where you have suffered and have seen other people suffer, and that just it does something, right? It maybe it humbles us and makes us very aware and sensitive to things. When I go through things like this too, I wonder, like, how do I keep doing this so that I don't have to witness another tragedy or another challenge for me to maintain this kind of appreciation, like you're saying. So as you kind of revise this and submit it, just think about it. What do you think are some things that you know that you've learned from these that you believe have influenced you and can influence others for good? And just keep that in mind. When I'm trying to communicate something, even when it's oral or visual or written like this, I'm always trying to remember why I do what I do. Like, what am I trying to get out of this? And obviously this is an assignment you need to submit, right, to get credit. But I think there's something too that's more important than your grade or anything, and that is, what is your voice? What is your belief, right? What is the thing that you can do the most good with this particular focus? and as you let that kind of guide you, I think you'll find out some areas that you can go even more in depth in. I think some of the things we can do when we're talking about people who have passed away is try to identify common traits that you believe others experience too in life. And I see that throughout the essay. It's just important, because this isn't the first time this has happened to people, right? We've had these types of things happen all the time, and so it's like we kind of join a certain group when you have similar experiences here, and maybe you can touch on that a little bit too. Is some of the joy that you have felt, because sometimes sorrow and joy are right at the same time. Especially at funerals, you realize how wonderful the people are and how sad it is you can miss them, but how happy you were would be with them. So those are just some thoughts that go on in my mind as I read through this, to kind of hopefully give you a little bit more depth. And not just this essay, but everything you do, that you just have a general sense of, who you are and what you're doing and why you're doing it. Not to be like a politician trying to get people to vote for you, but to be just an authentic. Now you can write about this because you've had this experience, and then maybe invite others, to kind of enjoy what you've learned, right? Anyways, okay. Well, that's what I can think of at this point. But like I say, I love talking back and forth. It's kind of how it works, right? As we discuss things that we're thinking, we just kind of share and benefit from each other. Okay, so good luck, and then hopefully I'll talk to you later.